Hi, thanks for meeting with me. I'm Thomas Gipson.
Mary Claire Wheeler.
Nice meeting you. And before we begin, I just want to go over some confidentiality information. This is a sheet, and I'm just offering you as a service. It's just 8 to 10 counseling sessions. I just want to help work with you through whatever issues you have. I'm going to need feedback, so I would like you to be open and honest. Everything is strictly confidential. The only exception is that I can't keep it confidential anymore if you threaten to harm yourself, your community, or anyone else. So, do you have any questions?
I don't.
Here's that. I would like for you to sign that. Thank you. So, anyways, tell me about yourself.
I am 24 years old. I'm getting my master's in adult education and with a certificate in academic advising. I work for the athletics department on the academic side. I grew up in the Midwest. I was born in Omaha, Nebraska. We've moved a lot because of my mom's job, and I've lived in Illinois and in Missouri as well. That's where my parents are right now, in Kansas City. I did my undergrad here at K-State.
Okay, that's good. Tell me more about your family.
I'm the middle child. I have an older sister and a younger sister. My oldest sister is 29, and she's married and has a 6-month-old baby. And my little sister just started college in Colorado. My mom is a chief nursing officer at a hospital in Kansas City, and my dad is a stay-at-home dad. Right now he coaches because we're all out of the house, but growing up he was always at home.
What do you like about yourself, Mary Claire?
What I like about myself is that I'm a good listener. I don't talk a lot, so it's easy for me to listen and to process other people's problems and issues. That's a large part of my job, is listening to people and solving problems. I like that I'm task-oriented and stay on task, and I'm very organized. I think that I'm a fairly happy person and a fairly kind person. I like that about myself. I'm pretty much open to listen to anyone, and I don't shut people out just because they're a certain way or they have a certain idea about something.
So, what led you here to me today?
A lot of my job deals with communicating and talking to people every day. And something that I've always struggled with is I'm very introverted and shy. It takes a lot out of me to communicate with people, and I'd like to be better at it or learn some tasks to help with the communication.
So what aspects would you like to improve?
I think that I'd like to improve being more confident in how I communicate. I feel sometimes that I'm timid about when I say things. I'd like to be more confident in my job because eventually I will have a leadership role and I will have to be in charge and be more confident in the things that I'm saying and how I communicate with people.
What do you understand about the kind of help I may offer you?
What I understand is that we're going to talk a lot about where this issue comes from and maybe some techniques or ways to cope with this issue, but also that maybe this issue doesn't define me as a person, and that I might not overcome it, but I can slowly work through it with your help.
Okay. How long do you feel like this has been an issue?
I think it's been an issue all my life. I've always been introverted and shy, and when I was little, I was very much a homebody. I liked to stay home with my parents and my family. I wouldn't say that I didn't have a lot of friends, but I had a few really close friends, and I think that throughout life I've continued to be shy and introverted. I wouldn't necessarily say it's gotten worse, but I would say that it's pretty much stayed the same throughout.
Have you ever talked to anybody about this in the past?
I haven't talked to anybody professionally about it.
Okay.
I've talked to family and friends, of course, but nobody professionally.
Did they ever give you any techniques on how to handle the situation?
No, not really. Most of my friends and family are extroverts, so I'm not sure that they understand me all the way or how it makes me feel to be in a social setting or in a big place.
Or have you had any Have you had any techniques that you have tried to use?
A lot of my techniques involve talking through things in my head. If I know that I have an interview or a big speech, or if I have to go to a party, in my head the day before or the night before, I talk things out, prepare things that I can say. I spend a lot of time in my head thinking about things that I should say or when I can say it, and I practice it a lot before I actually have to do it.
What challenges have you come across, stuff like roadblocks that you've had to face with this issue?
I don't think that I've faced a lot of roadblocks, but I think that my shyness and my introvertedness has stopped me from doing things that I could have done. I've always been maybe afraid to do something because I'd do it by myself, or that there wasn't someone there that I could rely on that knew how I acted. So I think that it stopped me from maybe trying as many things as I wanted to.
Do you have an example?
I think an example would be a lot freshman year. A big step was that I came to K-State by myself. I didn't know anyone when I got here. But once I got here and made some friends, I think that I relied on them a lot. And if I wanted to go to an event or a lecture or something, I wouldn't go unless someone else would go with me. And so I think that maybe I just tagged along a lot with people and didn't get to do exactly what I wanted to do because I wasn't willing to go by myself or to do something by myself.
Okay. So does this affect on how you view yourself in any way?
It does a little. I've never really let it bring me completely down, but I think sometimes I get down on myself because I know that I can do it. And if everyone else can do it, why can't I? So I think that I judge myself a little bit, and I know that I'm my harshest critic, but yeah, sometimes it does. I'd say so.
Does this cause you not to function normally on a day-to-day basis?
I think that professionally I function well because it's something that I have to do. Personally, I think I function well as fine, but I think that when I come home from work, because I've been talking all day and interacting with people, and most of the people are people I know, but sometimes it's people that I don't know, I have to just sit and not talk to anybody for a while and process everything that's happening. And that's true socially too. If I go out to dinner with a big group of people,